just heard aloha in my mind's ear. I heard aloha. Aloha to you too. I know that's not me saying aloha because that's not something that I say. But yeah, aloha to you too. All right, so we are here to do readings for people who are worth our time. We don't take care of the rude. We do not take care of the ungrateful. That's God's job. My love is conditional. Treat me right, and I treat you right. I am not God. God loves us no matter what we do. Okay? I work for God. I do not want to be like God in all aspects. Okay? So, I do not love unconditionally. Because that means I'd be taking a whole bunch of shit and still giving my best. That's not happening. My love comes with conditions. Okay? I love conditionally. Okay? Okay. Now that we've sorted that piece out. I'm coming. Wait. It's a bit cold in here. Making my nose run. But I feel kind of good still, you know. Okay, so Most High God, please block anybody trying to interfere with this reading. Do step in and deliver your messages to we, your children. Okay, so answered prayers for someone who has a grateful heart. Okay, somebody who is worthy of both God and me. So, what's your message for this person? Please, Most High. Please, Most High. We thank you in advance, Most High. We thank you in advance, Most High. God is here for the sinners. Left up to me, I'm here for those who are already on their way to God and just need that bit of guidance. Okay? I'm not here to convince nobody to be a better somebody. You are worthy to be praised. You are worthy to be praised. We thank you for the breath. For those of you who think God is not worthy to be praised, think about that. We thank God for the breath. We thank God for clean air. We thank God for the sunshine. We thank God for clean water. We thank God for strength in our bodies. We thank God for peace in our minds. We thank God that we have a roof over our head, food to eat, clothes on our back, shoes on our feet. We thank God for all the things that we usually take for granted. Too numerous to mention. Shout out to all the God lovers in the house. Whoop, whoop. We thank God for partnerships, business partnerships. We thank God for our spouse, the good and supportive ones anyway. We thank God for our children. We thank God for good friends. We thank God for wisdom. We thank God for understanding. We thank God for a sound mind. We thank God for the gift of discernment. We thank God for the cup that holds our tasty hot tea. And the plate that holds our tasty food. And the forks and the spoons and the knives that make eating and or preparing our meals easier. You see how much things we don't show gratitude for on a regular basis? Because we take them for granted. But let these things not be available when we need them. Then we remember how important it is. I'm guilty too. I'm guilty too. Don't feel too bad. It's a human thing. And this is why it's good that God isn't like us. Our love comes with conditions. God's love is unconditional. So just know that God loves us still. It's like when God is thinking, like, when they remember, hopefully they'll thank me then. I remember right now. So I'm helping you to remember, and we thanking together. You are worthy to be praised, Most High. We thank you. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, we got frightened. Okay. So somebody is afraid. Okay. So we got one card that came out. God said self-preservation. Let's see if it's meant to be interpreted upright or in the reverse. Feels correct like this, but it feels weird. So it's in the upright. Self-preservation. So the reason why it feels weird is because there's a need for you to be resilient in whatever is going on. So the reason why you're frightened is because you're in a tough time right now in some kind of way. But God wants you to remember self-preservation. You have a right to protect and defend yourself. You have a right to protect your honor, your reputation. However, if you know that you have been doing wrong and this is a situation of karma, you should accept your karma without being forced to do so. Because if you have been wronging somebody else just to make your situation good, then think of how that person was feeling when you were wronging them to secure your self-preservation. Everybody has a right to self-preservation. The challenge for the human family is to find the balance where everybody's needs are being met. That calls for conversation. And that calls for knowing when to put yourself first and knowing when to put somebody else first. That calls for knowing when to find a third option for the sake of keeping peace. Or else there will be war. There will be animosity. First, it starts with the spiritual war, and for some people, it will spill over into the physical world. So, in our efforts to make sure that we are accomplishing our own self-preservation, we have a responsibility to our fellow man and fellow woman also. Because they have children, they have financial responsibilities, they have desires, they have dreams and hopes. Do you understand? Aspirations. They have targets. They have a mission, just like you. Don't be selfish. At least not all the time. So, let's see. So, okay, we got resilient and protector, verified, gossiper, doubt, and then we have a blank card. Silence. So what do we have going on? So we have at the bottom of the deck was frightened. The message is self-preservation, and the underlying issue is resilient protector, verified. So it's like you have help, somebody who won't quit. So just in case you were wondering, you have somebody. Oh, I see what's happening here. So you have a resilient protector, and they have been verified, but there's talk of doubt. So could this resilient protector be the Most High God? And a part of you is choosing to doubt that God can take care of your every need, provide who and or what you need when you need it, or when you need them. So we got the talking and we got the doubt, and that's why now we have silence. It's like, what else can I say to you? Let's read on. Let's see what else is happening at the bottom of the deck here. So we got respectable and amiable, which is likable, and growing up. So growing up talks about getting wiser. It talks about getting to know each other better. But the talking and the doubting is cursing. It's cursing whatever relationship you have with this resilient protector. So this could be somebody in your life, or this could be talking about your God. Okay? So for you, you've been praying to God about how you are frightened because you're having trouble when it comes to taking care of yourself and your needs, and possibly the dependents that are your responsibility as well. But God is saying that you have somebody else on your side, but you're choosing not to believe that this person is on your side. So where you should be getting to know each other better and interacting with each other, your doubt is cursing the partnership. So who is that in your life? You need to identify who that is in your life and start to treat them the way that they have been treating you, because God says that their allegiance to you at this point in time has been verified. So it's like when they change their attitude towards you, then you change. But for right now, they're an ally. They are on your side. But if you keep doubting their allegiance to you, then you're gonna turn them away. They're gonna not want to help you anymore. So you are on the verge of cursing yourself when it comes to your self-preservation by not believing that somebody who is on your side is actually on your side. Okay? So you have proof. Why do you doubt when you have proof? You know they say if it looks like a duck, if it walks like a duck, if it shits like a duck, then it is a duck. You need to apply that right now. And in the future, if this person look like a hater and they walk like a hater and they talk like a hater and your spirit is giving you hater vibe, then you know that they no longer feel the way about you like they used to. Because you know people become friends and enemies from time to time. Your best friend could be your worst enemy, and your worst enemy could be your best friend. You just have to watch to see when people switch upon you. But while they are your ally, accept and utilize the relationship as such. That's the wisest thing to do. So yeah, when once you curse yourself, you're gonna regret it for having wasted a good ally. Wasted an excellent ally because of your curiousness after you've had verification. Okay? So if this person in your life has been respectable and likable and you've seen them do acts that protect you and they keep protecting you in whatever way, then they're on your side right now. Maybe they won't be on your side tomorrow. Maybe they won't be on your side next week. Maybe they won't be on your side next year, but they're on your side right now. So it's time for you to grab the relationship and show appreciation for that relationship before you cross yourself. Okay? So, here's my... Oh. So that's the first reading. We're going to do another reading for somebody else. Let's see. Let's bless some other peoples, please, Most High. Some other worthy hearts. Some other worthy praying hearts. Okay, might need clarification for this one. So let's see what's happening in this scenario. So this is the second reading. Okay, we finished with the first. So this is for another collective. Maybe some of the people from the first reading might be having these problems, whatever is about to come out, but you'll know if it's your story or not, okay? I apologize on behalf of my belly. I'm gonna get something and put in my belly. I didn't realize I was due for a meal. And yes, this is how I stay so skinny. Not by starving myself, but by not overeating. I don't just eat because I feel like eating. I eat when I'm hungry. I'm not like some people eat for comfort and stuff like that. I'm not that type of person. I eat when the body needs to be fed. So before I pick the cards back up, let me just grab something quickly. I'll be right back. So you have to sit here and listen to my belly go. "Oh." That's annoying. It's quite rude, frankly. It's quite rude. Sorry. Itchy throat. This tastes good. Okay, so at the bottom of the deck, ooh, you got the universal watch. Okay. So this is on a wide scale. Whatever is about to come out is on a large scale. So somebody been praying about something that got to do with a whole bunch of people's. with that. We put it back. Okay. This one is a little bit complicated. Hang on. Let me wait for the messages as to what I'm supposed to do about this. Okay. This should be fun to interpret. All right. Can you see the cards? I like when you guys can see the cards, yeah. I want you to see everything. Okay, so before I continue, let me check if these are meant to be, because it was like this and like this, so this one fell first. That goes like this, and then this one. Okay, this one belongs like this. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna need some clarifiers, definitely. So let's see what sense we can make of what is going on right now. Okay. So the first card we got is soca. Okay, so this isn't soca music. This is the Serious Organized Crime Agency. That's why I call them anyway. That's talking about the secret society. That's talking about the corrupt government, the corrupt parts of government anyway. Okay? Including the ones who give them their commands, the secret society. Because within all these agencies that are constructed for good, there are people in it that do evil. Secret Organized Crime Agency. Let's read on. We got men only. And we got here Industry Collective. So when this card comes out in this deck, if it's not talking about actual hair, it's talking about the head. And now this big clump of cards that came out. Secret Agent. Rap music. So the men only energy is not talking about males. It's talking about the masculine energy of being a go-getter. Hang on. Excuse me. So we got Secret Agent, rap music, open conversation for God, reptilians, gods, the church, the temple or the Jews, dream interpretation. It doesn't necessarily talk about an actual dream, but there's something that's not understood. Okay, then we have dance hall. So this isn't talking about the genre. This is talking about the way that things are playing out. Because if you look at a dance hall, it's a place where you go to interact, hopefully in harmony with the music. Okay? And if you're dancing with somebody, hopefully in harmony with them too. But it'll all make more sense in a moment. Okay? Let's read on. So the dance hall, health, We got reggae. So that usually comes out when God is talking about the moral code, spirituality, one love type energy, okay? And then that's followed by demons. And we got fact check mainstream news media or news report, sorry. And then we have the mosque for the Muslims. So there's a lot of energy of like checking one's self in this here reading so far. But let's make sense of it. So somebody been praying about this. And it's like every time I do readings like these, this topic comes up. Every time I do readings like these, whoever is that's really got a vested interest in the um the the influence of music on the minds of the people, this that your prayer always get addressed. So let's address it one more time. Let's see what's happening here. So we got the secret organized crime agency are basically going after the head. Our minds. Well, we know that. So the subject matter was the universal watch, and then this is the message. The secret organized crime agency are basically going after our minds. We know that. So okay, we got secret agent, rap music, open conversation for God. So what I'm getting from that part of the message is whoever this is, they feel like they have the right to create whatever type of music they want to create. So they're like, only God can judge me for being a reptilian God. It's like, I call the shots here, and I should have the right to do that. Let's read on. So then we got the church, and we got the Jews, or the temple. So we got Christianity, which talk about morality. And we got the temple, or the Jews. And then we got dream interpretation. So that's what they're trying to understand. Like, because you know, the church represent morality. Then we got the Jews that represent the money and the industry and control. So now this person is wondering about the relationship between morality and their position in the game as they see it fit. Respectable. Okay? I like the fact that you're being very open and honest, and you're actually going to God with this, and you have the courage to go to God with this, because God says, seek and ye shall find. There's no question that is too dumb or too vulgar or too anything for God. If you lack understanding, you need to seek it. So I like this, and God likes this too. That's why God is even addressing it. Congratulations. Let's see, that means you're trying to get it right. So basically what this person or these people are trying to say is, yeah, we make wicked music, but that's what we want to make. This is the direction that we want to go in, and only God can judge me. But I don't really know what I have the right to do. So God, I need you to give me some answers. I'm looking for some understanding of whether or not I am wrong for what I'm doing. Like, is this person or group is like, God, what do you think? Because I will only listen to you. You're on the right path. Congratulations. So yeah, so we have the morality, and then we have the Jews, dream interpretation, and we have dancehall, health, reggae, demons. So you see the energy there? So we got dancehall, health, reggae, and demons. So basically, that's the same energy as I want to make what I want to make. Like, what's the relation? Dancehall is like a relational card. It's the way you move your body to the music or the way you move your body with your partner. Okay? So this person is trying to understand the relation between the a reggae vibration or a righteous vibration and the demons when it comes to the music. They're like, I want some answers, and I want like the real answers. I don't want nobody to tell me nothing. If it's not God talking to me, I don't want to hear it. That's what this person is saying. I like that. You're doing the right thing. It's like, because I want to do the right thing. Okay? Okay. So let's see the underlying issue. That wasn't so hard as I thought it would be. So we got universal watch, elders, angels, and love. The hair barbering. Like, this is what we do. Okay? And we got sex life. That's not talking about sex, that's talking about interaction with the major corporations. It's like, this is what we do. We are the secret society. This is what we do. And we really want to know, like, what's the rules here? Are we wrong, or are we free to do what we like? Yeah, regarding our work. Because Chanel, Miss Chanel, her hair lactician self, she be coming out and talking some specific shit like she know exactly what she's talking about. When she's talking about the Anunnaki and Rastafari. And how we're one family and we are our brother's keeper. It's like her argument is very convincing, but I want to hear from you specifically, Most High. I don't want to hear from your angel, Miss Chanel Green. She can keep her opinions to herself. Yeah. Yeah, the Nephilim, Chanel the Nephilim, she can keep her opinions to herself. Superstar and atheist, the godless, are the monarchy. They're like, we run things. We are godless and we run things. So if you're godless and you run things, how come you ask God for the answers? How can you be godless and still be seeking information from God? Make yourself make sense. How can you be godless and still you're looking for answers from God? I don't get it. Chanel doesn't get it. Let's read on. We got women only, or the receiving energy, youngers, devil worshippers. Yeah, we want them to be devil worshippers. So why are you asking God's opinion then? If you want them to be devil worshippers, if you're trying to turn all the young people into devil worshippers, then why are you asking God's opinion? If you feel like you are the monarchy, your godless self is sovereign, supreme, the monarch, then what are you consulting with God about? If you already have all the answers. Is God more powerful than the devil? And if God is more powerful than the devil, then why do you choose to serve the devil? Why do you choose to exalt the devil? And push God aside until such a time as this? Chanel is going to answer you again. We don't need the cards to answer this. You are free to do what you like. You are free to do what you want, but everything comes at a price. As long as you're willing to pay the price for whatever you do in this life, you are free to do whatsoever you like. If you want to make devil worship music, if you want to turn the children into devil worshippers, if they choose to turn into devil worshippers, then do you. That's the honest to God's truth. You're free to do whatever you like. But there's action and there's reaction. So if you can stomach the reaction that's going to come from your action, then by all means do it. But just know that if you use your engine to produce destructive music, God is going to give the power to an opposing energy to produce righteous music, because there must be a balance. God will not allow you the monopoly, because everybody has the right to know that they have a choice. You can either serve the devil or you can serve the Most High, or you can be a bit of both. Which is best? The light and the dark are both beautiful. In moderation. So I know you don't like to listen to me and my answers, but am I making any sense? It doesn't take it's not rocket science. It doesn't take a rocket scientist to tell you the answer to this. You're free to do what you like. But there's a price to pay. Now or later. Now and or later. And if you insist on trying to lead the world over a cliff, because that's what you're leading us to. This music, this horrible music that you're making is meant to make us hurt ourselves so that you can make money in your hospitals and your prisons, and your psychiatrists can make money. You feel like the more you make society topsy-turvy, the more we will depend on you and your services, and the more control you'll have. And it's just like a cycle of evilness. But what you need to bear in mind is that that's your plan for humanity. The question is, what's God's plan for humanity? If your plan and God's plan is in conflict, who do you think is going to be Trump? Who do you think is going to come out Trump in this situation? You've already inadvertently acknowledge that God is stronger than the devil, else you wouldn't be asking this of God in the first place. So who's going to be your help? Who is going to save you? God. After you light the fires that you want to light in the minds of humanity, who is going to save you and your children? Nobody's telling you to stop what you're doing. That's completely up to you. You just need to know the path that you're walking on. It comes with consequences. If you sow good seed, you will reap good fruit. If you sow bad seeds, you will reap bad fruit. However you make your bed, that's how you're going to have to lay down in it. So if you make your bed and you spread a whole bunch of thorns on it, if you put thorns all over your bed and needles and pins and holes and termites and all type of nasty shit, if you put that shit in your bed, when it's time for you to go sleep, that's where you're gonna sleep, and all that madness. Do you want to sleep on top of all that madness? I don't think you do. The reason why you people choose to go the direction that you keep going in is because you think that there's no price to pay. You don't see yourself paying the price for making these horrible choices, and that's why you keep going in that direction. But going forward, that's not going to be the case. Times have changed. If you're going to make that nonsense music, you better be willing to defend it. And whatever happens as a result of it, you need to be ready to face that. You will be held accountable. That is the answer to your question. You could do whatever you like. But we got some different players in the game, and they're taking some very bold actions. And I am one of them. You try to ruin me and mine, I will ruin you and yours. It's only fair. So you have all these beautiful plans of what you can do and what your secret organized crime agency can do, because you think that you have no opposition. Are you sure? It won't be hard to beat you. It won't be hard to put you out of business. It'll be a piece of cake. It'll be like taking candy from a baby. Competition. I will be CEO. God want me to? I'm open. I'm open to taking the job. CEO of a rival music company. A global commodity. You will be seen as a global atrocity. You won't be hard to beat. Are you seeing where I'm going with this? And you know that I am a worthy competitor. You know that I have the formula. And you know that I'm not afraid of you. And you know that I only roll with champions. Because a chain is only as strong as its weakest link. We don't do weak links over here. And you know who will be the capital CEO of this rival global music company? The Most High God. And who is the capital CEO of yours? The devil energy. You've already lost. So is this question that you've been asking God so relevant? Is it gonna kill you to just allow the people to make some good, decent music? If it's going to kill you, or if you think it's gonna kill you to allow them to make some good, decent music to balance out the fuckery that you're making, then it's okay. Keep making peer fuckery. Do that. Do that. Because I haven't worked since 2022. And I am ready. I'm ready. I've been ready. And I offered my services to you, by the way. I offered to help you to bring balance to your books. So if you refuse, and I go off and I start my own, it's over for you. And I'm not going to start my own and then you send me a request to join you. And then I'm going to shut down my shit. Nah. Once you allow that seed to be planted, your time is up. All offers are off the bumbleclot table. You see me? I will be your rival. If you want to be so stubborn that you don't want to work with me, I will happily become your rival. And you're not hard to beat. Hallelujah. 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 Call me Mrs. Black, boss bitch. Call me Mrs. Black, rich bitch. Call me Madam CEO. Ah. Life is grand, isn't it? Life is spectacular. I shall be calling it the end of this video. I'm going to smoke some more cigarettes. That's bad for my teeth. I'll probably not have no teeth by the time I become a rival. Or your partner, who is in full power. I am a sovereign partner. You don't tell me what to do. For the longest while, y'all been using black people and taking credit for their work. Man, fuck you. Fuck you. Anywho, I'ma love you and leave you until next time. Okay? It's been great talking to you. But remember, you see me booty look. Remember, I gave you the option to let me help you to clean up your mess. So if you refuse me and I go and I start my own, I will not be leaving it. I will be your rival. You're not allowed to fall in love with me. Go away. You're too damn mean.